everybody. This is Matt Does Fitness, and I have 6 legs. I can run at 35 miles an hour, and I can partially fly. What am I? A liar. Right, today was deadlifts and bench. Now, this was the culmination of my week. This was the last session I did, and I was absolutely wasted. Ordinarily, I probably would have taken today as a rest day, but I'm trying to get, just trying to get loads of work in, basically. I want to get my deadlift form right. I'm feeling good in my squats and my bench, even though I'm feeling tired because I'm doing a lot of it. So I'm just kind of riding the wave and just keeping it going. So in terms of deads, today was 3 sets of 5, 180 kilos, 397 pounds. So pretty much 400 pounds. I wasn't feeling particularly confident before the session because, like I said, I was really sore and tired after the week's work. I had squatted literally about 14 hours prior to this, so yeah, I mean, it didn't bode well, but it ended up being a really, really good session, and I'm well pleased with it. You can see here, it's my first set of 5, and my form, to be honest, was really good. I'm well happy. I mean, the issues I've had prior, up until recently, I've started to adjust them, and I think it's starting to change, and it's starting to look good, and today was the best it has been. So even though I was tired, and I went reasonably heavy, my form, as you can see here, is really solid, and I'm pretty delighted, to be honest. The issues I had predominantly were my elbows were bending, my hips were shooting, my back was rounding, and I think you will agree that none of those things really are happening. I mean, my hips possibly a tiny bit of coming up, but I think that's more to do with the fact that I'm setting quite low. But I want to try and get used to that position, so I'm going to kind of carry on with it. But yeah, I mean, I'm well pleased. You see from this angle here, this is the 3rd set of 5. Again, by this point, I was annihilated. But again, my form looks really good. I said last time, I know my head is up. I know that isn't a neutral spine position in terms of that end of my spine, but by keeping my head up, I feel like it encouraged me to keep my chest up, and obviously that stopped my back from bending somewhat. So I'm happy to sacrifice that small element of my form in order to help the other elements of it. But like I said, I am absolutely delighted with that form because it's so much better than it used to be, and I feel like I can really grind out reps now without a massive amount of breakdown. So I will continue to increase the weights with those 3 sets of 5 and the 3 sets of 3. And hopefully I'll be lifting a lot heavier and keeping that strict form, which would be freaking awesome. Right, moving on, it was bench time. So today was 5 singles. Put the weight up again for the last time to 125 kilos, which is 276 pounds, I believe. And again, as has been the case recently, it felt pretty easy. I mean, when I get above about, I don't know, 90-ish%, all my reps on my bench tend to be quite slow, which can be misleading, so it can appear like I'm struggling, but I mean, every one of these reps, I knew I was going to get it. It felt pretty comfortable, to be honest. I mean, some of them felt reasonably easy, so again, I'm very happy with how that went. Again, my position feels really solid now. I'm getting a nice kind of curve. I'm nice and fixed into the bench. My arse is stuck to the bench, my shoulders are dug in, my feet are pushing on the ground, so I just feel really solid, and I feel like there's a lot more to come. The last couple of sets, my shoulder weird arm nerve thing was kind of playing up a little bit, so you'll see here, I didn't like control the lowering of the weight so well. A couple of times I just kind of dropped it on myself, but I couldn't do much about that. I mean, it felt a lot better. I mean, last session I did it was fine, but I benched 3 times this week, so I guess it's, yeah, I mean, quite a lot of work, but I'm pretty sure it will go away and it will adapt. But yeah, like I said, I'm really happy with this. I mean, the deadlifts and the bench, both of them felt really good, even though I was tired. Like I said a couple of times now, with the added frequency, even though I'm feeling tired and I'm feeling sore, the weight feels pretty easy across the board. Squats, deadlift, and bench, the weight's feeling really good. So I am all over this. Right, moving on, accessory work. I didn't do much because I've done a lot this week. I just did a couple of tricep exercises. First one you can see here is kind of an overhead tricep extension with the easy bar. I was trying to get a big amount of elbow flexion here, and then obviously not trying to avoid moving my upper arms too much. I did 3 sets of I think kind of 8 to 10ish on these. This is the last of my 3 sets. I'm trying to go slightly heavier because I want to improve my tricep strength, because obviously that's going to help the lockout in my bench. And after those, I was going to do some cable push downs, but I decided to do like a variation of what I'd just done. So basically, kind of like a skull crusher. So again with the easy bar, but just keeping my upper arms kind of perpendicular to the ground. And again, I tried to go, again, this is the last of the 3 sets, but I tried to go heavy. So I worked in a bit of a low rep range, 3 sets of somewhere like 6 to 8 reps. Again, just trying to work on my tricep strength. But that was that in terms of the work. So like I said, with my bench and my deadlifts, I'm really, really happy. I mean, my deadlift form is so much better than it was before. If you look at one of my old videos, particularly when I've gone heavy, my form is terrible. It's much better now. And then, this is the good bit, right, after the session, I was feeling wasted, I was feeling really, really hungry, and I thought, you know what, let's go mad. So I went to McDonald's, and I splashed out big time. Right, I have, in front of me, 20 chicken nuggets, 3 Big Macs, 2 large fries, and a Diet Coke, I believe. To be honest, my brother did help me out a little bit, but I got most of that done myself. That's a pretty good effort. I would not ordinarily go that crazy, but like I said, I was so tired, I was so hungry, and I thought, you know what, let's do it. So I did. And that was that, guys. So, hope you enjoyed the video. Like, comment, share, subscribe, as always, and I will see you tomorrow.